The Death Star was the ultimate superweapon capable of destroying entire planets. Although the Separatists only finished the outer frame of the battle station, what would happen if it was completed by the CIS?
I will take the designs with me to Coruscant. They will be much safer there than my master.
So, the Goliath battle station was initially designed by the weapon manufacturers on Geonosis and will be built throughout the Clone Wars in secret for Sidious's master plan. Now, by the time the Separatists realised Palpatine had double-crossed them, very little of the battle station had been completed. It took an additional 19 years before it would be finished. Now, for this theory, I want to go with the idea that whilst the Separatists were fighting the Republic, somehow they're able to complete the Death Star before Sidious reveals himself to the galaxy. Now, realistically, this is impossible, as the Separatists were nowhere near well enough equipped to complete such a large project, and if they did have those sorts of resources, they'd probably just use them to defeat the Republic directly, but for the fun of the theory, we'll say that they do. Now, upon finishing the Death Star, the first people who'll know about it will be Dooku and the Separatist High Council. Now, what happens here can literally go in any direction, so put something down in the comments if you have any fun ideas to what might happen. Palpatine could leave the Republic and move to assume his role at the head of the Separatists, using the Death Star to deal with his old allies in the Republic. However, the success of this would be difficult to determine, as the Republic is all over the galaxy at this point. Therefore, even with the new battle station, the chances of him being able to suppress the whole galaxy with it are kind of varied. But this video is about the Separatists, and I believe that something that's a bit more likely is that Dooku will do what all Sith inevitably do attempt: try to take over from their master. Now, although the Separatist Council and the Separatists do indirectly serve Palpatine, I doubt it would take too much for them to abandon him and fully dedicate themselves behind Dooku. Now, remember, although Dooku is a Sith, he doesn't hate the Jedi. For this reason, I doubt he would use the Death Star on Coruscant like maybe Palpatine would if he felt threatened. As well as this, Coruscant's the epicenter for trade, and his allies in the Separatists would not want to lose such a valuable world. He would maybe reveal Palpatine to the Jedi, allowing him to be arrested and likely executed. This would remove his old master from the position of power that he was in. Dooku would then force the Republic into surrender with the threat of planetary annihilation, and despite the Republic's formidable military, I doubt that they'd dare risk the devastation it would reap. Following the Republic's surrender, the Jedi would realistically, by law, have to surrender as well as a vessel of the Republic. Now, it's likely Dooku would order the Jedi to be exiled and disbanded. There would likely be some resistance, but the Jedi would be powerless to resist Dooku's demands under threat of total destruction. The Republic would be reconstructed into a more separatist-like government, which would be more corrupt and completely controlled by credits and large companies. Flat taxes, few trading regulations, you know the stuff. Now, Dooku would be the leader of the new government, and how that would go would be interesting. Signs of resistance would be easily snuffed out, but what Dooku would be like as a leader is unclear. I mean, he represents a group of business tycoons, so he may just have galactic prosperity on the mind. I can almost guarantee the galaxy will be far less militaristic and cruel than it was under Palpatine and his tyrannical reign, as I believe Dooku would be far more reserved in the use of his super battle station than the Emperor was. But what do you think? Do you believe that if the CIS was able to complete the Death Star, they would turn on Sidious? And what do you think life under the Separatists would be like? Please put your opinions below, as I find them really interesting to go through. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already for more Star Wars content, and I'll see you next time.